Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington, and this is like the third time I'm trying this video. So, this is my Lowdown Looks video. I'm going to show you guys my haul for this week. Still no review videos because I haven't caught up on my books totally to be doing weekly reviews. Although I have caught up on titles, some more titles now, like Spider-Gwen, which I've really been enjoying despite other people not enjoying it. I've heard on Twitter. For me, I've really liked it. I like seeing what they're doing with other characters, especially Matt Murdock, him kind of being the main villain for this book, and definitely a cool, different look at him. That's cool. I've also caught up on Spider-Man the X-Men, which is another really great book. Unfortunately, it's getting canceled with the big cancellation of the Marvel titles for the Secret Wars and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of sucks that it's going away. Didn't expect it to stay long, though. Even with the story itself, it's just kind of waiting for Wolverine to come back, really, until it would get canceled. So it's just a filler book, but it's a really fun book. Stands on its own, doesn't deal with anything that's happening in the Marvel or Spider-Man universe, really. And it's funny, lighthearted again. So I recommend picking that up in a trade, or if you can find the issues or something like that. Just a really fun read. But anyways, I'll get to my haul this week. Very short haul, very small. Kind of luckily because I'm still kind of backed up on a lot of books. Yeah, so I'll just jump right into it. The first book, I've only got 3 books that I picked up this week. But the first book here is issue 7 of Outcast. The first, what do you call it? First story arc was pretty good. This book, if I have to drop books though, this would be one of the books. I'm going to see how this issue turns out. It's not totally on the chopping block, but if I want to save money, I might drop this book. Especially because the first story arc was good. I'm interested in seeing what happens next, but I'm not totally interested, so we'll see. The next book here, I got Spider-Man issue 16.1, the first issue to a new arc that's happening, but I still haven't finished Spider-Verse, so I can't really talk onto this book. I have no idea. So yeah, there's that. But then the final book here is a book that I am caught up on, and I'm very excited about. Different creative team, again, the third creative team on this, so it kind of makes me worried about the status of the book, but I really hope it doesn't get canceled because it is a really amazing book that's coming out from Marvel right now, and that's Moon Knight issue 13. Another cover, great cover by Declan Chauvet. He's doing all the covers now. He used to do the main art of the book. This is a totally different team now. Not even Jordi Belaire's on the inks anymore. I haven't taken a look at it. I hope that it keeps the same kind of feel of the art. This is going to be the first look I take. Yeah, it's still got the same kind of artistic look to it. A little bit. It's a little bit more stylized than before. That's fine. Cullen Bunn writing now, and Ron Atkins and Tom Palmer on art duties. So Cullen Bunn is a very good writer, so let's see if the book kind of stays on track. Brian Wood did a good job when he came on. Warren Ellis obviously did an amazing job. Actually, Brian Wood did a really, really good job. I shouldn't just credit him on his work on Moon Knight. Both of those creative teams did really great work and made the book very interesting for me. And hopefully Cullen Bunn, a writer who I am familiar with a lot of their work now because he writes all of the books that I read pretty much at some point or another. Hopefully he can keep the trend going and keep the book at a high level of writing and creativity. But that's my haul for this week. I did want to touch on another issue that I've been seeing going around. I've seen a lot of varying opinions on it, and it's the whole Batgirl variant cover with the Joker being canceled. DC not going to release it after the backlash it got from I don't even know who gave the initial backlash to it, but I do not condemn DC for not releasing it at the request of what's his name, Albuquerque, the artist who drew it. I don't fault DC because of them not releasing it, because it caused a lot of backlash, a lot of threats and things like that from people, and it just didn't make the artist feel comfortable with that. So he requested that DC not release it, and as a result, DC's not releasing it. And I don't fault DC for not releasing it because he requested it. Who I do fault are the people that protested against it and the people who are happy that it's not coming out. It's a lot. It's big time what I find to be censorship. I know a lot of people find it to be. They might find it offensive to the character of Batgirl and kind of what is happening in her book now and things like that. I talk from an outsider's view. I've not read the new Batgirl title. I want to. I hear it's really good. But the thing is that it's a variant cover, and it definitely highlights a big moment in the Batgirl mythos, and it does it in a kind of contemporary way. Again, it's a variant cover. If you don't like it, you don't have to pick it up. But also, it's not a secret, it's not hidden, and it's very well known that Batgirl was paralyzed and hinted at that she was probably sexually assaulted by the Joker in the well-received Batman Killing Joke book. And the cover kind of, it doesn't highlight that, but it reminds us of that. And we've all seen the cover, so we know what it looks like. The cover really, it shows kind of a darker side of the history between Joker and Batgirl. The only two characters that might have a stronger history with the Joker is definitely Batman and possibly Jason Todd, because he was killed by the Joker. But you could put Batgirl in front of Jason Todd too, because Jason Todd is alive, and he's alive again, and so that kind of pushes away what the Joker did to him a little bit. Whereas Batgirl's history more, you could say, more shocking almost. Although the Joker killing Jason Todd Robin was very shocking. So I don't know, it depends on how you feel about it. But it definitely is kind of tribute to that Alan Moore story. And people being offended by art is one thing, and if you do find the cover offensive, you have the right to be offended by the cover. But it's never okay to threaten people, threaten the artist, threaten DC with death threats, hatred, and all that kind of stuff because you don't like something. If you don't like it, don't pick it up, don't buy it, don't look at it. You can protest it all you want, but to censor somebody's art and to make them feel like they did a disservice by creating art is a big, like, I don't know, disservice to all of artists. There's a lot of forms of art out there that people find offensive, and they don't get pulled. So I respect DC for pulling it because the artist felt so threatened and because he requested it be pulled. But if I were the artist, if I were Albuquerque, I would not have asked it to be pulled. I would have definitely been like, screw you guys. This is art. This is, it's not always going to be pretty. We know who the Joker is. We know that he's a very extreme character. Like, we're not going to sugarcoat this. The history between the two characters, and we know what it is. It's not secret. I understand that Batgirl's in a different place than she was then when it happened, but again, it's a variant cover. It's a tribute to the history of the Joker, to I think 75 years of the Joker. So. And, all the characters really got something like that. So, again, I didn't take offense to the cover. I thought it was done very well, actually. And I'm just a little disappointed in people who threatened and were generally upset about the cover, because any kind of true Batman fan or even comics fan is familiar with the Killing Joke story, and again, it's well acclaimed, well liked, and what would you call it, to kind of like disown a work that tributes that great story is doing a disservice to everybody else. So just because you don't like it doesn't mean that everybody can't like it. But anyways, that made this video really long. It didn't have to be, but I'm Wellington signing off for the Comic Book Lowdown. I'll see you guys next time.